Reporter Peep would like you to like this video and subscribe or he will make a TV commentary on you. Did you know that I'm German? German is a state. It's not a person. Parenting fail. After 4-year-old's epic meltdown over toast, cut the wrong way. Me. Whispering under my breath with my back turned. Oh, I'm so ducking tired. 4-year-old. Well, I'm ducking tired too, mummy. This 4-year-old kid who stays 12 floors below us. Never met us. Met my dad in the lift. Kid, I wanna come at your house. Do you have a toy car? Dad. No. Kid, do you have chocolates? Dad. Yes. He's now here eating toffees. Even spit one out cause he didn't like it. What a free spirit. Little kids are so creepy. Example. I have a student who kisses me on the arm every day and whispers, "There, now you'll live until tomorrow." And one day he didn't kiss me, and when he came to school the next morning he looked genuinely surprised to see me alive. My kid peed in the humidifier. There is urine misted onto every ducting surface of this room. My mother used to tell me I was the world's greatest potato peeler. I really bought into it, and every time we'd have potatoes I'd get so excited to show off my skills as the ultimate peeler. It wasn't until I was in my mid-30s that I realized the whole play. Touché, mom. Touché. A little girl and her mom were looking at me at the coffee shop this morning, and I heard her mom say, "Go on. It's okay." And the little girl shuffled up to me and said, "Excuse me please. Do you have to put on your tattoos by yourself every day, or does your mom help you? I'm dying." I was doing a home yoga video, and I was in bridge pose and my toddler stomped my throat. Then I had to apologize because my coughing scared him and my wife, and I had another kid anyway. My 5-year-old kid saw me with sanitary pad and now he is telling everyone that mommy wears diaper. Some kid today asked me if I had ears under my hijab, and I just stared at him. Then he's like, "Oh right, you can't hear me because you don't have them," and then he started using his hands to talk to me. I was 5 years old, not too bright, and thought air freshener was ear freshener. So I plugged the end of a Febreze into my ear and let loose. I actually made it to the second ear before I realized I ducked up. Burning pain. Damaged my eardrums from the pressure. Bad everything for me. How could this day get any worse? Make it to the emergency room and my father is freaking out thinking I've gone deaf, and he's demanding why nobody was helping us and staring at the TVs. It was September 11th 2001, and I thought I was having a bad day. Kindergartner makes 911 call after dad drives through a red light. I could never disown my child for being gay or sensually active, but if I raised a snitch they have to pack their shut and go. My kid sure is doing a lot of dino-splaining for someone who pronounces it Velociraptor. I used to have this Webkins that I used to pour milk on and snack the milk back out of it, and it was sopping wet all the time. I used to slam it against walls, and it would make a loud thud. My brother saw me snack milk out of it once, and I got sad when he made fun of me, and I didn't pour milk on it for a week. And it got rock hard and smelly, and my mom had to throw it away. It was so ducking heavy I brought it to school one time and my backpack was soaked, and I made my friends hold him, and they were upset. When I was 5 I burst into tears after breaking a pretzel. Yes, I ate it while crying. What's the dumbest you ever did as a kid? My shining moment was when I was like 4. I put floaters on my feet and jumped into a pool thinking I'd walk on water. I almost drowned. Someone made fun of me crying, so I went home and put L'Oreal No Tears shampoo in my eyes. Do children still love being timed? When I was a child you could get me to do truly anything. If you just said I'll time you at the end of it. Run and get the phone. I'll time you. Grab me a beer. I'll time you. Wash the dishes. I'll time you. Say no more babes, I'm off and running. At age 8, I achieved my lifelong dream of becoming a piggy bank. That's a 10-cent coin on the way out. Our 6-year-old handed us a note. His teacher had called us in for an emergency meeting. Teacher, I asked him to draw his, and he drew this. Would you mind explaining? Not at all. My wife said. Family vacation. Snorkeling off the Bahamas. Silence for 6 minutes. 4-year-old. Peas only need a helmet. Me. What? 4-year-old. If they went to space, peas would only need a helmet because they have no bodies. When I was like 3 or 4, I had a really weird and concerning obsession with pences, probably a foreshadowing my sensuality, and would often ask strangers if I could see their pen. Specifically, I remember getting on the bus and asking a man about 3,000 times, "Can I see your pens?" And when he got off, I said, "I could have seen your pens, yeah." I definitely got my ace whooped after that. No doubt. Why would you do that? So, when I was 4 years old, I heard my parents saying duck a lot, especially my dad. One day I said it, and mom told me not to, and I was confused. But it's dad's catchphrase, I told her. She could not stop laughing. Wait a minute. I would like to officially apologize to my toddler for cutting her left pancake before I cut her right pancake. I don't know what I was thinking. Just heard my 4-year-old say it's time to milk the farm dog, and my 2-year-old squeal yeah, and I better go see what they're doing. Wife. Girls, what do you want to be when you grow up? Oldest? A vet. Youngest? A horse. Me. Well, that would be convenient. The drip is off the charts my man got for the fishy water butts. My 8-year-old nephew sent me this great gift for Valentine's Day. 3 candles for my diner with my wife, so sweet of him. When I was young, I had 2 relatives die in quick succession. My grandpa's brother Kenny and his sister in us. I was dragged to both funerals. I noticed that Anus' casket looked like Uncle Ken's, so in the middle of the service I asked my mom, "Why does Aunt Anus have Uncle Ken's box?" My mom replied, "It's not his box, and it's a coffin." I only knew coffin from movies, so I belted out, "Uncle Ken is a vampire." When I was tutoring a group of Cub Scouts, 5-ish-year-olds, for my Eagle Scout leadership hours, one of them proceeded to ask if I've ever died. Trying to be funny, I said yes. This prompted the response of, "Or why didn't you stay dead?" I'll never forget the day when I thought I made a historical breakthrough, when I theorized Atlantis was located in the Atlantic Ocean. I was 10. This is a great visual of how my day is going. Kid wanted chocolate milk. I made it. He threw himself on the ground crying. Eventually I figured out that, because he saw me stir the chocolate milk with a spoon, that he wanted to eat it with a spoon. That's different. Fine. So I took the lid off the cup, put him in his chair, and gave him a spoon. Still unhappy. Then I asked him if he wanted a bowl. Instantly smiled and clapped. So that is the story of giving our kid exactly what he asked for, but somehow it was still 15 minutes of tantrums until everyone was happy. My 3rd grader came home with this today from school, excited to show me how he'd written his name in Chinese. I had to gently explain to him that this is extremely not correct Chinese alphabet. Ripped his quesadilla in half so he could dip it in salsa, and now he wants it back together. I remember as a kid I had to take a spelling test in like kindergarten. I was drinking a juice box, and one of the questions was asking me how I would spell orange with a picture of an orange. I wrote Tropicana because that was the label on the box. I was a dumbass. Kid gets head stuck in cat scratching post. I walk out of Target to the scene of a child laying motionless on the ground. I asked what was wrong, and the dad said, "He's upset his gloves match his jacket." We are playing hide and seek. I don't know if there is any hope for this one. In 1980, I traded a silver doubloon from the 1600s that one of my dad's friends, a shipwrecked diver, had given me for this signed Boba Fett photo that another kid at my school had. All these decades later I think to myself, man, how stupid was that other kid? Boba Fett. This game not really good for my 100 sons to play this. They say they want the timer gone. Please fox timer gone. And make it people can go and free, or you get banned from anything. Joke, sorry, but still please make up there no timer and make broken people speed run, please, we need it, or people gonna leave the game. So you be broke, just joking. But please do it though, please. Do it next time, the people keep counting on you. Minecraft, we need free life and free joy of the world game, please. The Minecraft have virus. Dear soldier, my name is Denovan. I want to give you a happy Valentine's card because you'll probably never get to see your family again. So I want to let you know that I care. Sincerely, Donovan. My family never did Santa Claus. They wanted us to know that we were getting presents from them, not him. The thing about this is, sometimes the conflicting info would mess with a little kid brains. Once, we were talking about Santa in the car, and my youngest brother loudly exclaimed, "Santa die." He apparently had firmly believed that Santa had been real, but died somehow, and other parents just weren't telling their kids that he had passed away. No, he's got a point. My little sister's homework. Oddly enough, the teacher didn't correct her. Today is Monday. I know about cats. I know they have fur. I know frogs. In 4th grade I was in band, playing the saxophone, and on the night of our recital I not only cried because I thought there was a tornado coming, because I couldn't see anything outside. It was 7 p.m. and then proceeded to ruin a kid's solo by badly playing along, thinking it was the part everyone played in. My 3-year-old daughter lost her shot and did the absolute opposite of what should have been done in the situation. I had a spider hanging from my ceiling this morning, about the size of a dime. She was hanging out just a few feet away, so I tried to be as inconspicuous as possible. I grabbed the thread it was hanging from and placed it in my hand so I could get rid of it, and my kid started to panic. But instead of running away, she ran toward me, clutched my legs, and told me she needed up for comfort while I had it in my hands. I told her to get away if she was scared because I was holding it, and she just cried harder. She was squeezing my legs with all her might, and I couldn't move without kneeing her in the face or falling over myself. I managed to get free, but I had to squash it in my fist to stop it from rappelling off my hand into her tearful face. She chased me to the garbage can, pleading with me to pick her up because she was scared of the bee. 3 kids tried to get Spider-Man powers by letting a black widow bite them. When I was a kid I was too cool to write letters to Santa Claus, but I wrote letters to a leprechaun called Patty every goddamn St. Patrick's Day. Dear Patty, how can my wish come true? How can I find magic in my heart? But now another thing. I wish dinosaurs, the real owners of the earth, would rule again. I love dinosaurs as much as my family. Being magical and bringing dinosaurs back. Please help me with my goals. Sarah. My niece is 4, and we are playing hide and seek in this picture. To be fair, she did look for me for 35 minutes after I left the house. Forgot to say goodbye, allegedly. Reminds me of when kids in my elementary school class dyed their hair with Kool-Aid. The playground was mayhem as everyone tried to take cover from the attacking bee swarms. Repressed memory from being a toddler surfaced. My poor mother. Did you ever find the pee corner? The what? Well, never mind then. Lol. No. Please do explain. In Italy, between the dresser and wall I used to pee when I was feeling too lazy to go to the bathroom. I'm sorry you had to deal with me. I think I blamed that on that poor dog. I think I knew you would. LMAO. Poor Sandy. 10-year-old me having my hair burned by a flamethrower spray during a video for a school project. Good times. My superpower is, if I squeeze someone's neck hard enough their face will turn purple. Also I can talk to spirits. And I used to be half robot, but one day I pressed the wrong button, so now I'm human. Snails can actually move at 150 miles per hour, but their shells weigh them down. If I get god powers I'll make us able to go fishing on the bus. We can't bring dinosaurs back to life because they'll eat us. But we don't know what dragons will do, so we might be able to bring them back. Here's a great laugh in the morning while checking through schoolwork. Because it all has to be in by Friday, I came across this math problem. I almost spilled my coffee while having a heart attack. I asked him what kind of toys these were. He said thankfully, oh, those are just rocket ships. I was tired of drawing boats. Needless to say, I'm still laughing. 8. Journal. Draw a picture. Sarah has 3 boxes. Each box has 5 toys. Skip count to find how many toys Sarah has. 5 toys. Until I was about 5, I had a VCR in my room. And I was scared of rewinding it. Whenever I rewound a movie, as soon as I pressed rewind, I'd run out of my room and wouldn't come back in until my movie was done rewinding. I was 5 years old when my sister was born, and I took it pretty poorly. I was jealous about all the attention she was getting and was convinced that I would get back that attention if I looked like a baby too. So, when it was time for me to get a haircut, I told the hairdresser that I wanted my hair cut like a baby. I was convinced that this would transform me, solving all my problems. I will never forget how bitterly disappointed I was when I ended up just looking like a 5-year-old with short hair instead of like an actual baby. Recently uncovered art of mine as a kid. There's so much wrong here. Today, raining sunshine. Tomorrow, snowshine. Monday, cat the sun god takes over the sun. 7-year-old cousin. Hi. Hey. What are you doing? Nothing. What are you doing? Number 1 vibes. Family camping trip when I was around 6 or 7. My dad took me to the campground bathroom, and the deal was we'd both use our respective bathrooms and he'd wait right outside for me. I finished and saw a man standing outside the bathrooms wearing a flannel shirt that looked just like my dad's. I ran up to him and gave him a big hug. Looked up, realized he wasn't my dad and just started screaming and crying. Full on meltdown. Right in this poor guy's face. Of course that's when my dad came out of the bathroom and was like, what the duck is going on? That poor man. I still think about him. When I was 6, my family and I were moving out. Everything was ready. Last day in the old house, checking the house one last time. I had a bathroom emergency, but the landlord had already closed the water, so the toilet couldn't flush. So, my brilliant mind had a wonderful idea: use some newspaper pages to cover the hole in the toilet, poop on it, and then remove it all. But I had a massive turd, like 20 centimeters long turd, a ducking shut snake, and I forgot to take the shut package out. We closed the house and left the keys. The landlord said that he wasn't going to go in the house for 3 to 4 days because reasons. So we moved out, and I left that monstrosity in the paper. Old landlord never contacted my parents, but I just imagine what he had thought when he saw that thing. Me. The author of this book is Stephen Hawking. Do you know who that is? 5th grade student. Is that the famous skateboarder? So my brother got a hold of my permanent marker and drew on my body pillow. Guess I have an Among Us body pillow now XD. After checking AR goals today for tomorrow's reward party, it has come to the attention of Ms. Bell and I that your child took a test on either War and Peace and all S miserably, that our high school level books that he/she did not actually read. This boosted their scores by 100 to 200 points, and they admitted to either looking up the answers or being told the answers by a classmate. Unfortunately, this will be written up as a minor behavior incident, and they will not be able to attend tomorrow's party. Please let us know if you have any questions. My kids. Time spent looking for their shoes. 12 seconds. Time spent complaining that they can't find their shoes. 3 hours 18 minutes 34 seconds. My sister gotten a funky pop and scratched it up trying to open it. When I was 4 or 5, I put a mothball in my nose. I don't know how that thing was big for a 4-year-old nose, or why. My mom had to take me to emergency room, and after several attempts, a doctor was able to remove it with a paper clip. The worst thing is that another doctor told my mother to let it dissolve on its own, a toxic substance. Daughter drew a bet with a fart and people running. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Toddler whispering. Brother sleeping, and then pokes baby in the face. Me. Do you want to wake him up? Toddler. Alright. Baby. Hi. Today I learned not to ask my toddler rhetorical questions. I don't know which of my kids did this, but I'm pretty sure their dentist could help me find out. Kids are brilliant. I absolutely agree. But at the same time, when I was a kid I stuffed poison ivy in my pants, cause I thought it'd make my thing bigger like the grown-ups. 7. I ate a hot dog from my coat pocket today. Me. You what? 7. Ate a hot dog. Me. That you found in your pocket? 7. Yeah. Me. Where'd you get a hot dog? 7. I dunno. Me. And you ate it? 7. Yeah, at lunch. I'm terrified. But I'm not asking more questions. He's still alive. Ratings and review. I'm traumatized. So I'm a little stupid 13-year. So I saw this and thought, oh, it's just a fun little game of truth or dare. I saw the two people kissing. And the preview, then I opened up the app, put my name and my crush's name. I pressed dare, then I kept pressing dare. Go more traumatized. So if you're 18 or up younger, I mean, if you're 18 you can. But not 17. I'm literally gonna cry, bro. I traumatized forever. Now please don't download if younger than 18. Danny. Developer response. Thank you for your review, Danny. We are sorry you have been disappointed. The app was indeed designed for adults who are older than 18 years old, as it is specified in the description on the store. We are truly sorry if you did not see this information before downloading the app. Have a good day. When I was in 2nd grade, 2005/6, we had one of those really old TVs that hung from the ceiling of our classroom. Well, one day we were watching a video. The mount broke and the TV fell, and as everyone else laughed, I cried because I thought the ceiling had broke and the school was about to cave in.